Have you ever wondered what hidden behaviors might be silently sabotaging your long-term relationship? Welcome to our channel. We're so glad you're here with us today. Today we're diving into a crucial topic that affects many of us: the hidden behaviors that could be destroying your long-term relationship. Relationships are the cornerstone of our lives, and maintaining them requires understanding and effort. You know, folks come to me all the time hurting, lost, saying, "Dr. Phil, I don't understand what went wrong." They often feel blindsided by the issues that have crept into their relationships over time. Listen, relationships take work, they take commitment. It's not just about the big gestures, but the small, everyday actions that build trust and intimacy. It's about showing up for each other, even when it's tough. But most importantly, they take knowing what to look out for. Recognizing the signs of trouble early can make all the difference. It's about being proactive rather than reactive. So today, we're going to shine a light on those sneaky, often overlooked behaviors that can chip away at the foundation of your love life. These are the little things that might seem insignificant but can have a huge impact over time. We're going to get real, folks, real honest about what you need to be doing to build a strong, lasting relationship. It's about communication, respect, and understanding. It's about being willing to look at yourself and make changes for the better. So grab a cup of coffee, sit back, and let's get into it. We're here to help you navigate the complexities of love and relationships, and to give you the tools you need to thrive. Thank you for joining us, and let's get started. Let's talk about communication, or the lack thereof. It's often said that communication is the key to any successful relationship, and there's a good reason for that. When two people come together, they bring their own experiences, expectations, and emotions. Without open and honest communication, misunderstandings can easily arise. It's the bedrock of any relationship, folks. Think of it as the glue that holds everything together. When you communicate effectively, you build trust, understanding, and a deeper connection with your partner. It's like laying a strong foundation for a house. You can't build a house on shaky ground, can you? Just like a house needs a solid foundation to stand tall and strong, a relationship needs clear and consistent communication to thrive. Without it, the relationship becomes vulnerable to cracks and instability. No, you'll end up with cracks in the foundation, leaks in the roof, the whole 9 yards. These issues might start small, but over time they can grow and cause significant damage. In relationships, these cracks can manifest as unresolved conflicts, unspoken grievances, and growing resentment. It's the same with relationships. When you don't address issues head-on and communicate openly, small problems can escalate into major conflicts. You might find yourselves arguing more frequently, feeling disconnected, or even contemplating separation. When you stop talking, really talking, you drift apart. It's not just about the words you say, but the emotions and intentions behind them. Genuine communication involves listening, understanding, and empathizing with your partner's perspective. You start making assumptions, jumping to conclusions. Without clear communication, it's easy to misinterpret your partner's actions or words. This can lead to unnecessary doubts, suspicions, and misunderstandings that further strain the relationship. That resentment builds up like a pressure cooker, and sooner or later, it's gonna blow. Just like a pressure cooker needs a release valve to prevent an explosion, relationships need open channels of communication to release built-up tension and prevent emotional outbursts. You gotta keep those lines of communication open. It's not always easy, but it's essential. Make time for meaningful conversations, even when life gets busy. Check in with each other regularly, and be honest about your feelings and concerns. Share your thoughts, your feelings, your fears. Don't let things fester. When you communicate openly, you create a safe space for both partners to express themselves without fear of judgment or rejection. This strengthens the bond and fosters a deeper connection. Remember, your partner's not a mind reader. They can't know what you're thinking or feeling unless you tell them. So speak up, listen actively, and work together to build a strong, healthy relationship. Communication is the key to overcoming challenges and growing together. We all want to feel appreciated, right? It's a fundamental human need to feel valued and recognized by those around us. Whether it's in our personal relationships, our friendships, or even at work, appreciation is the glue that holds us together. It makes us feel seen, heard, and understood. But what happens when that appreciation starts to fade, valued, like we matter? These feelings are essential for our emotional well-being. When we feel appreciated, we are more likely to reciprocate those feelings, creating a positive cycle of mutual respect and love. But maintaining this cycle requires effort and mindfulness. It's not something that happens automatically. But when you've been with someone for a long time, it's easy to fall into a rut. The initial excitement fades, and the daily grind takes over. You start to assume that your partner knows how you feel, and you stop expressing it. This is where the danger lies. The small acts of kindness, the words of affirmation, they all start to disappear. You start taking each other for granted. It's not intentional, but it happens. You get used to each other's presence and forget to acknowledge the little things that make your relationship special. The compliments, the thank yous, the gestures of love, they all become less frequent. And before you know it, you're both feeling unappreciated and disconnected. Those little gestures of love and appreciation, the ones you used to do without thinking, they fade away. You stop holding hands, you stop saying "I love you" as often, and you stop doing those small acts of kindness that once came so naturally. It's a gradual process, but it has a significant impact on your relationship. And that, my friends, is a slippery slope. Once you start down this path, it's hard to turn back. The lack of appreciation can lead to resentment, frustration, and even feelings of inadequacy. You start to question your worth and wonder if you're truly valued by your partner. This can create a vicious cycle where both parties feel unappreciated and disconnected. Because when you stop feeling appreciated, you start to question your worth. You begin to doubt yourself and your contributions to the relationship. This can lead to a downward spiral of negative emotions and thoughts. You might start to withdraw, becoming less engaged and more distant. This only exacerbates the problem, creating a wider gap between you and your partner. You start to wonder if you'd be better off with someone who actually notices and values what you bring to the table. These thoughts can be dangerous, leading you to question the very foundation of your relationship. It's important to recognize these feelings and address them before they cause irreparable damage. Communication is key. Talk to your partner about how you're feeling and work together to reignite that spark of appreciation. So don't let those flames of appreciation die out. Make a conscious effort to show your partner that you care. It doesn't have to be grand gestures. Sometimes the smallest acts of kindness can have the biggest impact. A simple thank you, a hug, or a compliment can go a long way in making your partner feel valued and appreciated. Make an effort, show your partner you care, that you see them, that you appreciate all they do. Remember, appreciation is a two-way street. When you show appreciation, you're more likely to receive it in return. Keep the lines of communication open, and don't be afraid to express your feelings. Your relationship will be stronger and more fulfilling for it. We all have disagreements, arguments, it's part of life, but sweeping those conflicts under the rug, pretending they don't exist, that's a recipe for disaster. Because those unresolved issues, they don't just disappear, they fester, they grow, and they can poison the whole damn relationship. You gotta address those conflicts head on. Talk it out, find a compromise. Don't let resentment and bitterness take root. Remember, you're on the same team, folks. Work together to find a solution that works for both of you. Listen, I get it. When you're in a relationship, you want to spend all your time with that person. But you can't pour from an empty cup. You have to take care of yourself too. Physically, emotionally, mentally. If you're neglecting your own needs, you're no good to yourself or your partner. You become resentful, burnt out, and that spills over into the relationship. So make time for yourself. Pursue your passions, nurture your friendships, do things that make you happy. When you feel good about yourself, it shows, and it strengthens your relationship. Listen, everyone's got an opinion. Your mama, your best friend, the guy at the grocery store, and sometimes those outside influences can put a strain on your relationship. It's important to remember that your relationship is between you and your partner, no one else. Now that doesn't mean you shouldn't listen to advice or seek support when you need it, but you have to set boundaries. You have to decide what's best for your relationship, and sometimes that means tuning out the noise and focusing on what truly matters, you and your partner. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful content and tips. Remember, a healthy relationship requires effort and awareness. It's about open communication, appreciating each other, and tackling those tough issues head-on. Don't let these hidden behaviors sabotage your happiness. You deserve a love that lasts forever, so go out there and build it. See you next time. And remember, 99% of you haven't subscribed yet. Please make sure to subscribe to my channel and ring the notification bell so you get notified whenever I upload a new video. Make sure you watch these next videos because they contain all solutions.